Please take your seats. Our program will begin in 5 minutes. Welcome to the NCCAT Beginning Teacher of the Year Awards. Please take your seats. Our program is about to begin. Please welcome NCCAT Executive Director, Dr. Brock Womble.
Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight, both attending in person and virtually through live stream, to the NCCAT 2025 Burroughs Wellcome Fund North Carolina Beginning Teacher of the Year recognition event. I first want to thank the 27 Beginning Teacher of the Year finalists on the difference you are making in the lives of your students, schools, and communities. Your work has been recognized by your peers, and we are honored to celebrate you tonight. I would also like to thank the NCCAT Board of Trustees, the Development Foundation of NCCAT Incorporated, the North Carolina State Board of Education, the NCCAT Beginning Teacher of the Year Steering Committee, our NCCAT staff, the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, the NCCAT 2025 Beginning Teacher of the Year sponsors and the Beginning Teacher of the Year sponsors for this event and for recognizing the outstanding work of these educators. I truly appreciate everyone's part to be able to get here tonight, and particularly those who sponsored the event and supported this event and supported these teachers and recognizing the important work that they're doing. I'd also like to thank the Governor and the North Carolina General Assembly for your support of North Carolina education and the professional development involved in educating our students and supporting our teachers. So thank you to our Governor and the North Carolina General Assembly for your support. Finalists, you are an outstanding group who have already made a tremendous difference in the lives of so many. We are looking forward to seeing the impact that you will continue to make throughout your careers. Thank you for taking the time to spend with us this week. Thank you for all you do for the children in this state. And thank you for being just excellent role models for future teachers in North Carolina. Thank you.
Welcome to the stage, UNC Greensboro Interim Dean, School of Education, Dr. Morgan Shatillo.
Good evening. Good evening. That's better. I welcome you all this evening to the North Carolina Center for the Advancement of Teaching 2025 Burroughs Wellcome Fund, North Carolina Beginning Teacher of the Year recognition ceremony. Today we are here to recognize and honor outstanding North Carolina beginning teachers, whom we should all be proud of. With the current teacher shortage affecting our school districts across the state, it is quite befitting that today we are celebrating these outstanding beginning teachers. And I would like to thank the NCCAT for choosing to hold this event at our beautiful campus. Our School of Education here at UNCG has a proud history as one of the first teacher preparation programs in the state, and we continue to do so with Spartan pride. We are therefore thrilled to host this event and to welcome you to our campus. Thank you all again, and congratulations to all our outstanding beginning teachers. I wish you all the best as you launch your teaching careers and you go out and make a difference. Congratulations.
Please welcome Deputy State Superintendent for the Educator and Student Advancement Division, DPI, Dr. Derek Jordan.
Good evening. It is truly a pleasure for me to be here with you tonight on behalf of State Superintendent Mo Green, the State Board of Education, including Vice Chair Alan Duncan, who's in the audience, and the Department of Public Instruction. I want to congratulate the 27 finalists. Your dedication, hard work, and passion for education have brought you to this moment, and we celebrate each of you. To the NCCAT team, job well done. Serving as a judge this year has been both an honor and privilege. As an educator with nearly 30 years of service, I know I don't look like it. I can say with certainty that the enthusiasm, commitment, and resilience I have witnessed over the past 3 days remind me why I chose this profession. To our honorees, you are the heart of education, and your work is shaping the future in ways that will be felt for generations to come. Your commitment to public education in general, and more importantly, to your students, schools, and communities is truly inspiring. While only one of you will be named the 2025 Beginning Teacher of the Year, in reality, you are all winners. Your very important work continues to shape young minds, open doors, and transform lives. Keep inspiring, keep leading, and most of all, keep making a difference. We are so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. Thank you and congratulations again.
And now, NCCAT Board of Trustees Chair, Dr. Terry Worrell.
It is my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the NCCAT Board of Trustees. Each year, North Carolina welcomes about 7,000 new teachers into our public schools. And while the first year of teaching is filled with energy, creativity, and promise, it also comes with real challenges. Nearly half of our new educators leave the profession within 5 years, regrettably. The NCCAT Burroughs Wellcome Fund Beginning Teacher of the Year Award was created to celebrate the accomplishments of our newest educators and to highlight the vital role they play in shaping the future of our students and our communities. This award recognizes not just one exceptional beginning teacher, but the spirit of excellence, resilience, and commitment found in classrooms across our great state. Through a competitive selection process, 27 regional and charter school finalists were identified. From this group, one winner and one runner-up will be named tonight, an honor that comes with professional development opportunities, classroom resources, and international experience, thanks to the support of our very generous partners and sponsors. Thank you for being here tonight and to celebrate our wonderful educators and this year's finalists. Thank you.
Here at NCCAT, we help educators refine their leadership skills, strengthen their professional competence, and renew their commitment to teaching. This past week, during the Beginning Teacher of the Year Professional Development Week, we asked them all to come ready to grow. To use this week to build their skills and develop new ones, to strengthen their confidence and reinforce their commitment to do what they do best, to be the light. To develop the professional competence and confidence to make a lasting impact on their students and their school community. Here at NCCAT, we empower educators to both teach and lead, to help shape the future of education. To them, we say, your leadership matters. Your students deserve it. Let's grow together. Welcome, NCCAT Development Foundation Board Treasurer, Judy S. Phillips.
Good evening. Thank you. It is an honor honored to be here this evening as we celebrate NCCAT 2025 Beginning Teacher of the Year Recognition Ceremony, presented by Burroughs Wellcome Fund of North Carolina. This event would not have been possible without the incredible support of our sponsors who share our mission to recognize and honor educators across the state. So I would like to begin with our signature sponsor, Burroughs Wellcome Fund. Our teacher stipend sponsor, Empower. Our silver sponsors, Bojangles and Dr. and Mrs. Jim and June Cosby. Our bronze sponsors, Aetna, Appalachian State University Wright College of Education, Diamonds Direct, Elizabeth City State University, Great Minds, Harrah's Cherokee Casinos, Lexia, 95% Group, NC State College of Education, Scholastic, Schwartz Law, Western Carolina College of Education and Allied Professions. Our partner sponsors are UNC Asheville Department of Education, Builder Services of North Carolina, UNC Charlotte Cato College of Education, Footsteps Brilliance, Campbell Shatley Attorneys at Law, ECU College of Education, Pierce Group Benefits, and Wake Forest University Department of Education. Accommodations for the week of professional development were provided by the Truist Leadership Institute. Will you join me in thanking all of these sponsors for being the light? Thank you.
Welcome to the stage, North Carolina Senator Kevin Corbin.
Hello, how's everybody doing? Good. I'm Kevin Corbin. I'm a state senator from the far western part of North Carolina. I represent some counties you may have heard of, Transylvania, Haywood, Jackson, Swain, Macon, Clay, Graham, and Cherokee County. Out in far, yeah. So got to see Emma's here from Jackson County, one of my counties. Where are you, Emma? I know she's here. There she is. One of my counties. So thank you, all of you, for being here. I am such a fan of public education. When I got to the General Assembly, I'm beginning my 9th year. I served 4 years in the North Carolina House, and then 4 years ago I was elected to North Carolina Senate, so I'm beginning my 3rd term there. And when I got a little seniority 2 years ago, I knew I was going to be asked to chair a committee, and I asked for education. I want to chair education. And I was asked, they turned around and said, well, we understand that you're interested in health care and you're one of the few Republicans that think we ought to expand Medicaid, so why don't you chair health care? Okay, I didn't really want to learn all those acronyms, but I did. And so I chaired health care, and we passed a little thing called Medicaid expansion. You may have read about that in the paper. We got 600,000 North Carolinians insured that were not insured a year ago. So that came back up, time for the committee assignments this year. And they came to me and said, how would you like to have education? And I said, well, I asked for it 2 years ago and didn't get it. So yes, I will take education. So I chair education policy and education appropriation. So I'm just over a month into that and enjoying it very much. And I love what you do. Before I ever did this, I was on our school board in Macon County for 20 years. I was elected at 22 years old. Didn't know any better, and ran for the school board and wound up serving 5 terms and enjoyed that thoroughly. So I love and appreciate what you do. You teachers are making a difference in the life of people. Let me tell you a little bit about my son's journey. My wife is here with me tonight, Beth, and our son is Matthew Corbin, and his great-grandfather, Henry, went to school, but only went through elementary school. He was a farmer. We were farmers in western North Carolina. Had no need. There was no expectation to go to school, so he never went to high school. And then Matt's grandfather, who's my father, Harold Corbin, went through elementary school, started high school, dropped out of high school. One of the smartest men I ever knew. but he didn't graduate from high school. Went to the military, wound up with a successful career in radio for several years, and then he wound up being a restaurateur and did well, and was, again, one of the smartest men I knew, but did not have a high school diploma. So then I come along, and I had an expectation from my parents. They wanted me to graduate from high school, and I actually went to college. I went to Appalachian State up in Boone, North Carolina, and got a business degree, and very proud of that. First one in my family to have a college degree. And then our son Matt came along, got a high school degree, college degree at Lenoir-Rhyne and Appalachian State University. Then he got a full ride to the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill Dental School. So Dr. Matt Corbin is a dentist today because of education. Education, he was able to do something his grandfather and his great-grandfather weren't able to do, and even his dad wasn't able to do, and that's achieve a doctorate degree. And he's a dentist today in Franklin, North Carolina, and I'm proud of what education did for him and what it did for my family. I don't know if you know, teachers, I'm so proud of you young people dedicating your life to teaching. I want to thank you for that. I don't know what difference you think you may be making in people's lives, but I remember the best teachers that I ever knew were my teachers, okay? I remember Miss Hunter. Miss Hunter taught me in kindergarten. You didn't think they had kindergarten way back when I was in school, did you? Be honest. Miss Hunter was my teacher in kindergarten. She was wonderful. She was so smart, and I loved her. And I couldn't have told you who won the Super Bowl that year, but I know Miss Hunter was my kindergarten teacher. And first grade, I remember Miss Carpenter, Dora Lee Carpenter, wonderful lady. She was 117 years old, I think. But to be that age, she was a wonderful teacher, and I loved her, Miss Carpenter. And I couldn't tell you who was the president of the United States then. I guess I could look it up. But I knew that Miss Carpenter was my first grade teacher. My second grade teacher was Miss Callahan. My third grade teacher was Miss Cabe. My fourth grade teacher was Mr. Fouts. I didn't know guys taught school, but all of a sudden, fourth grade, I had Mr. Fouts. So, and I could go on. I remember every teacher that I had because they made a difference in my life. And I appreciate them, appreciate the legacy. I appreciate the education they gave me and the love of education they gave me. And I want you to know that someday there's going to be some 60-year-old guy standing up on a stage somewhere that's going to remember your name, and they're going to call out your name for teaching them and being that important person in their life. So thank you for what you're doing. Somebody's going to win this award tonight. I don't know who it is. They've not told me. I asked, and they wouldn't tell me. But somebody's going to win this award, but I promise you, all 27 of you are winners, or you wouldn't be here tonight. Thank you. God bless you.
To introduce our first group of beginning Teacher of the Year finalists, NCCAT Deputy Executive Director, Dr. Karen Sumner.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce our finalists tonight. We'll be doing this in 3 groups. And our first group, we'll go ahead and get started. Yoselin Almanza Figueroa. Yoselin teaches 3rd grade at Shuford Elementary School in Newton Conover City Schools. Haley Jo Baker. Haley teaches math at Cumberland International Early College High School in Cumberland County Schools. Priscilla Baker. Priscilla teaches kindergarten at South Creek Elementary School in Martin County Schools. Rebecca Bird. Rebecca teaches 1st grade at Butler Avenue Elementary School in Clinton City Schools. Andrew Cirillo. Andy teaches 7th grade math at Ashe County Middle School in Ashe County Schools. Luca Clemens. Luca teaches 4th grade math at Hall Fletcher Elementary School in Asheville City Schools. Sydney Coe. Sydney teaches 3rd grade at Dobson Elementary School in Surrey County Schools. Malachi Curtis. Malachi teaches agriculture and horticulture at East Burke High School in Burke County Public Schools. And Scott Denton. Scott teaches construction and carpentry at Overhills High School in Harnett County Schools.
Please welcome UNC System Associate Vice President, P12 Strategy and Policy, Dr. Ashton Clemens.
Good evening, y'all are educators. Okay, I am Ashton Clemens, and I'm so happy to be here in Greensboro as a Guilford County person, as a UNCG Spartan also, and to represent all of our UNC system schools and colleges of education, most of which are here, and it's been a joy to get to see all of them in the past 6 months I've been in this role. So thank you to all of our schools of education. When I walked in tonight, they were all very excited to tell me how many of their students were here as finalists for Beginning Teacher of the Year. So thank you. When Karen and Brock asked me to speak tonight, I thought back to my first year teaching. I went to UNC Chapel Hill as a teaching fellow, and I was 21 years old when I started teaching. And I started in Durham Public Schools, and the story that came to mind was my open house. So if all of you who have been teachers, think about your first open house and how nervous you are, right? And I was 21. My bulletin boards looked really good. But I'm there teaching first grade, Durham Public Schools, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. It's going to be fine. Fake it till you make it, all the things they tell you. So I'm there. This little teeny tiny girl comes in, and she has, I think, 300 colored plastic barrettes in her hair. And I bent down and I said, Kiana, I'm Miss Wheeler. Are you ready to be in first grade this year? She goes, are you ready for me to be in first grade? And I thought, no, Kiana, I am not ready for you to be in first grade. So I met Kiana and all of her classmates. What I hope no longer happened to me, where I had the challenging students from kindergarten had all gotten congregated in the first year teacher's classroom. I hope that is no longer happening, but that is what happened to my first year teaching. And it was a challenge. And about my second week, I walked down the hall to Mrs. Schwain, who had been a kindergarten teacher for 32 years at this school. And she was my mentor, and she saved me that year. And I walked in the door and I said, Miss Schwain, I love these kids and I know I can teach them, but it is not going to look like what I thought it was. She said, Ashton, you have learned the most important lesson of being an educator. It is not about the adults. It never was, and it never will be. It is always about the children in front of us and getting them what they need. And a little secret I learned, so I was a teacher, became a principal, was, do you know what teachers are usually the most willing to do whatever is needed for those children? Beginning teachers. Because all of your love and passion is in that first class. What I didn't know then was how when I got married 4 years later, the students from my first class were the program attendants at our wedding. And that I went to see Kiana when she was Tina Turner at Durham School of the Arts in 8th grade. Or that I would get graduation invitations from my first class. And literally their wedding invitations. There is nothing. I've been a teacher, I was a school principal, I was an assistant superintendent, was in the North Carolina House for 6 years, and now get to work at the UNC system. But nothing makes me feel how Kiana and Jaquan and Jerry and all of the students of my first class, which I could list all 21 for you right now, how they made me feel. And everything I've done since then has been on behalf of Kiana and her friends. I got teary-eyed just looking at the pictures of you all as beginning teachers of the year. Because it is a hard time in education. And you are the people that will remind us that we are here for the Kianas. And that we must all do what you are doing, whatever it takes on their behalf. We are behind you. We are cheering you on. There is nothing better than being a public school teacher. And may all of us do honor to your work by supporting it in the way that you deserve. Thank you.
Now let's meet our next group of NCCAT Beginning Teacher of the Year finalists.
Bella Dobbins. Bella teaches kindergarten at Stanfield Elementary School in Stanley County Schools. Kristen Douglas. Kristen teaches 6th grade humanities at Northeast Academy for Aerospace and Advanced Technologies. Summer Espinoza. Summer teaches kindergarten at W.R. Odell Primary School in Cabarrus County Schools. Grace Gaskins. Grace teaches 3rd grade at Ocracoke School in Hyde County Schools. Ashley Harper. Ashley teaches 3rd grade at Spring Creek Elementary School for Wayne County Public Schools. Kate Hilsebeck. Kate teaches kindergarten at Bradford Preparatory School. Alexander Holmes. Alexander teaches English to speakers of other languages at High Point Central High School in Guilford County Schools. Emma Maney. Emma teaches 8th grade English language arts at Fairview School in Jackson County Public Schools. Amber Maxwell. Amber teaches 1st grade at Rockfish Hoke Elementary School for Hoke County Schools.
Please welcome North Carolina Representative Lindsay Prather.
I feel like I'm on a TED Talk. Hi, everyone. Thank you all so much for including me in this event. I am incredibly honored to be in a room full of so many amazing educators and their support systems. I would stay down in Raleigh an extra day every week if it meant I get to do this. Again, I am State Representative Lindsay Prather. I represent parts of Buncombe County in western North Carolina. Outside of the legislature, I also work part-time at UNC Asheville in the admissions office, recruiting transfer students and adult learners. But more importantly, I am a former teacher. I grew up in Wake County, but I found my home in the mountains, graduating from UNC Asheville, go Bulldogs, alongside my twin sister, both of us North Carolina teaching fellows on the path to become high school social studies teachers. She returned to the Triangle area and has been teaching at the same school where she got her first teaching job 15 years ago. I stayed in Buncombe and taught special education, civics, and American history. And it is my experiences in the classroom that directly led to me becoming a legislator. Your jobs are hard. They are so much harder than anyone who hasn't been in the classroom will ever understand. And there are many factors in this state and country that are making your jobs even harder. And yet you are here today. You are here because you've persevered, you've excelled, and you've been able to hold on to whatever it was that brought you into the classroom in the first place. You're here because you've been able to mostly tune out all of that other stuff and focus on teaching and nurturing your students. And by all that other stuff, let me be clear: hurricanes, inflation, racism, wildfires, bullying. If all of that stuff is stressing us out, imagine how the students feel, how powerless and scared they must feel. All of those things are the reason I ended up leaving the classroom and going into politics, because I got so frustrated that I couldn't help my students with all those other things. But you as teachers work so hard to protect them. You close that classroom door and you focus on what you can control. You take on a lot of stuff that society has put on you, and you do it with grace and determination, and you do your best to keep it from your students, and you do not get thanked enough. Thank you. We hear a lot of negative things about public schools in the news, on social media, and frankly, even in our own legislative buildings sometimes. But everyone in this room knows that there are incredible, inspiring, life-changing things happening in our schools every single day. And the fact that we still have students graduating in North Carolina and wanting to become teachers, despite everything I've mentioned today, is proof that our schools are truly special places. I grew up in a largely white middle-class neighborhood. It is because of my public schools that I also grew up with friends of all different races and backgrounds. It made me a better person who is able to work with all different types of people as an adult now. I, as someone with no interest in joining the military, benefited from a JROTC program that taught me discipline and gave me an opportunity to compete on an academic team, not athletics. In my Teaching Fellows program, we took a road trip across the state and learned about the agriculture program in Polk County schools. It's because of that trip that I made it a point when I was a special education teacher to develop a relationship with our CTE teacher so I could take my kids down to the barn once a week. I can draw a direct connection from my experiences in public school to my efficacy as a teacher to my efficacy as a legislator. I've talked with a few of you about how hard teaching can be sometimes. I remember very well, just when you're getting to the point where you're ready to quit, that one student that you've been working with finally makes a connection. That one parent that you just haven't been vibing with sends you a thank you email. The universe just sucks you back in. Well, sometimes the thing that brings you back in is just a reminder that even on your worst days, when you feel like nothing has stuck in their brains, you are still making a difference just by being there. Just by being present. When you show up every day, you are telling your students that they matter. Sometimes, just because of who you are, you're making a difference. Maybe you're that rural farm boy who went and got a degree and then came back home, showing your students that they can be successful too. Maybe you're that first-gen Latina who becomes the first teacher to speak with a student in their native language. Or maybe you're that former business administrator who's now in your second career, showing students that it is never too late to change your mind or your path. I know that you are an amazing teacher every day because you're here in this room. But even on those rare days when all you can do is show up, please know that you are still serving your state in ways that so many other folks can't or won't. You are seen, you are appreciated, and you have at least 2 current legislators here tonight who will continue to support you whenever we can. Continue to reach out, invite us for a tour, bring your legislator to a football game. Let them see with their own eyes the good that you are putting into this world, and then tell them what you need to continue doing that. You are all amazing. Every single finalist here tonight is, in my mind, Beginning Teacher of the Year. And I am so grateful on behalf of the state of North Carolina for NCCAT. Man, I really wish I had had NCCAT during my first year of teaching. It may have completely changed my path. But I am so happy that they are here for our teachers now. And I'm so happy I got to play a small role in celebrating y'all tonight. Thank you.
Let's meet our final group of NCCAT Beginning Teacher of the Year finalists.
Julie Morgan. Julie teaches kindergarten at Central Elementary School in Currituck County Schools. Kevin Ojanet. Kevin teaches 7th grade social studies and science at Myrtle Grove Middle School in New Hanover County Schools. Lauren Oliver. Lauren teaches 8th grade English language arts at Culbreth Middle School in Chapel Hill, Carborough City Schools. Stephania Page. Stephania teaches Spanish at RS Central High School in Rutherford County Schools. McKenna Rose. McKenna teaches special education at Greene Central High School in Greene County Schools. Raven Spencer. Raven teaches second grade at Wingate Elementary School in Union County Public Schools. Deanna Tyson. Deanna teaches 7th grade math at Western Alamance Middle School in Alamance Burlington School System. Peter Westerbeek. Peter teaches special education at Knightdale High School in Wake County Public School System. And Kayla Wilson. Kayla teaches 7th grade English Language Arts and Social Studies at Carolina Charter Academy.
Welcome, NCCAT Development Foundation Board President, Richard Schwartz.
Good evening, everyone. We're getting close. Each year, NCCAT is proud to celebrate beginning teachers who bring heart, innovation, and dedication into the classroom and into the lives of students who need them most. The NCCAT 2025 Burroughs Wellcome Fund North Carolina Beginning Teacher of the Year runner-up exemplifies what it means to teach with purpose and care. This teacher serves students with some of the most complex and significant needs in our schools, and he meets those needs with compassion, patience, and a belief in what is possible. He puts his students first, not just in theory, but in practice. He builds his entire classroom routine around their care plans, honoring every feeding schedule, physical therapy session, and communication method, and then through creative lesson design and relentless individualization, he opens doors to learning for students who many might overlook. One colleague described his class and said, "You'll see the same concept taught to each student, but in completely different ways, with every method adapted for their unique abilities and voices." He finds ways to help each student speak, whether that's through eye movement, tactile symbols, switches, or simply holding a gaze. He celebrates every gesture, every sign of progress, and every moment of connection. A parent shared that before this teacher arrived, they were considering pulling their daughter out of school entirely, but his arrival changed everything. That same student now thrives, and her family credits his compassion, structure, and high expectations as the reason. An administrator noted his ability to not only manage the rigorous academic, emotional, and medical demands of the classroom, but to lead with grace, teamwork, and optimism. He has made a profound impact on our most vulnerable students, she said, and has become a cherished member of our school community. Another colleague called him a role model, not just for students, but for fellow educators. His growth mindset, openness to feedback, and skillful collaboration have uplifted his entire department. He brings order to complexity, he brings warmth to challenge, and most of all, he brings dignity, creativity, and joy to students who deserve nothing less. It's my honor to recognize from Knightdale High School in the Wake County Public Schools, Peter Westerbeek, as the NCCAT 2025 Burroughs Wellcome Fund Beginning Teacher of the Year runner-up.
Please welcome Go Global Executive Director, Meredith Henderson.
Good evening. I'm Meredith Henderson, the Executive Director of Go Global NC, and I am delighted to be here with you all tonight, celebrating great teaching and great teachers. North Carolina's teachers are hardworking and are so near and dear to me, both personally and professionally. This is one of my favorite things to do ever, all year long. So tonight, it is my privilege to share that as part of their award package, the NCCAT Burroughs Wellcome Fund Beginning Teacher of the Year will receive an award to join Go Global NC's annual Global Teachers Professional Development Program. North Carolina is more globally connected than ever before, and we believe that learning to navigate a changing world is essential to our progress. Go Global NC's mission is to connect North Carolina and the world through programs that empower North Carolinians with the skills, understanding, connections, and knowledge to succeed in a global community. So with that in mind, I invite our next NCCAT Beginning Teacher of the Year to get ready to embark on a learning journey that will change the way you look at the world and will influence your work in the classroom. You're going to be traveling abroad with us and a group of fellow teachers on a study program to learn about another country's culture, history, and education system. You are part of a proud tradition. Since the mid-1990s, nearly 1,300 North Carolina teachers have participated in our Global Teachers programs, studying and traveling on short-term immersion programs in 23 different countries. They return energized and equipped to help bring the world to North Carolina classrooms. Teachers from all grade levels and all subject areas use their professional development experiences with us to ignite in their students a curiosity about the world and develop the knowledge, skills, and attitudes to communicate, collaborate, and compete in an increasingly interconnected world. Thanks to the generous sponsorship of the NCCAT Development Foundation, this year's Beginning Teacher of the Year will join us on our Global Teachers Program in 2026. Past participants have traveled with us to such places as Canada, Denmark, India, Singapore, Ghana, South Africa, Chile, Mexico, South Korea, and Germany. So what about next year? Let's think about the where. We're going to give you a little bit of a quiz. Here are some hints. The next NCCAT Beginning Teacher of the Year will travel with us to a place that is home to one of the largest waterfalls in the world, a place that, like North Carolina, relies heavily on both the agriculture and the tourism industries, a place that is home to the world's largest man-made lake, a place where the most popular sports include soccer, rugby, and cricket, although soccer, or football, is by far the most popular, a place that, like North Carolina, was once colonized by the British, a place that is home to the shortest border between two countries, a place that has several capital cities, none of which we will visit, although one is the setting for the Ladies' #1 Detective Agency series, and a place that is home to the Big Five of wildlife. That is lions, leopards, rhinos, elephants, and the African buffalo. By now you may have guessed that we're not going to just one place, one country, but several, two in fact. So we welcome the next beginning teacher of the year to join us for a journey to the southern part of Africa, where we will study in Botswana and Zambia. We look forward to working with you.
I find enjoyment in teaching because I look at the world and I see a lot of problems in it, and I want to create educated professionals that feel confident as they go out in the world, and I want them to feel confident that maybe they don't have every answer in the world, but that they can find it. And all it takes is a little bit of curiosity and a little bit of question asking. So I like to teach to create better consumers for tomorrow.
She's absolutely amazing. She's helped me a lot this year. She's helped me with college programs this year. I've wanted to go do wildlife biology. She's helped me. She created slideshows on her free time, helped me some links and stuff like that of people she knows that can help me along my way in my journey to do what I want to do in my career. So she's definitely just, even if she doesn't have time, she makes time for all of it.
I think before winning the Beginning Teacher Award, I was unsure if I was doing a good job. And after winning, I feel really validated in what I do, and that motivates me to continue to do it. I think just having the positive feedback makes me see what is going well easier. Like, it's more clear what is going well since winning, and that allows me to have the confidence, like I was saying earlier, to kind of try new things. And like this year, I'm going on a field trip with my students for the first time to do like a citizen science project. And I don't know that I would have had not even the desire, but the confidence to try that had I not won, or at least been recognized. I think even just getting to the finalist stage was really important for understanding, like, oh, you're doing a good job and you know what you're doing more than maybe you think you do. The professional development session the week of the Beginning Teacher Award was really helpful because it gave us a chance to talk to other teachers at the same stage as us. Often in our schools, we're working with veteran teachers or people that have worked in the profession longer. And I think that there's unique experiences that beginning teachers go through that require maybe some conversation with other beginning teachers to really feel strong and supported in what we do, just because it's a unique position to be in. So I think that week prior was really important for us connecting with other people in the same position and finding new ways to explore what we do in the classroom by comparing notes a little bit. So that professional development gave us the opportunity to really sit and talk to one another, which was helpful. The advice that I would give to beginning teacher finalists would be, when they go back to their classrooms, to continue to do the work that they're getting recognized for and to feel confident in what they're doing. The reason that they've been chosen as a finalist is because they're doing something well. And I think that validation is what encouraged me to really lean into my uniqueness in the classroom, was knowing that people saw the work I was doing and thought it was being done well. So I think hold on to that confidence, that hopefully this is giving them a confidence boost. And I think hold on to that confidence and really try and channel it into what you've been good at and make yourself even better at it. So whatever you're doing in the classroom that you found success in, continue to do that and continue to do it with a lot of vigor and energy that hopefully you now have after being recognized through this award.
Welcome, Chief Diversity Officer and Strategist Senior Program Officer, Diversity and Education Burroughs Wellcome Fund, Alfred M. Mays.
bear with me a moment, make sure I'm in the right section. Greetings again. The moment we've all been waiting for. The winner of the NCCAT 2025 Burroughs Wellcome Fund North Carolina Beginning Teacher of the Year will receive $5,000, an international trip with Go Global NC, a diamond bracelet, $1,000 from Bojangles, and $250 in classroom supplies. Each year, NCCAT is honored to recognize a beginning teacher whose dedication, passion, and impact remind us all why education matters. NCCAT 2025 Burroughs Wellcome Fund North Carolina Beginning Teacher of the Year believes that learning should feel like a celebration, where every child is valued and every lesson invites curiosity, laughter, and growth. This teacher begins each day not just with a lesson plan, but with intention. Her classroom is a place where children are greeted by name, hugged at dismissal, and reminded every single day that they are loved. She believes deeply that when students feel seen, safe, and supported, they will rise to meet expectations and exceed them. One of her colleagues said, "You always hear that teachers make a difference, but with her, you see it." Whether it's in the face of a kindergartner beaming with pride as they showcase their writing on the Apple TV, or a reluctant learner finally blending sounds thanks to a dinosaur game she designed just for him, this teacher shows up with heart, creativity, and the belief that every child can succeed. Her classroom is filled with art walls, family photo displays, cultural quilts, and student ideas. It's not her classroom, it's theirs. She builds a space of belonging and ownership where students know their voices matter. They're given choices, they're encouraged to play, and they're challenged to grow, because she makes learning feel both exciting and achievable. She celebrates every win, big and small, and shows students that progress is worth noticing. One colleague said it best: kindergarten has a huge impact on a child's entire educational experience, and she is a bright light to North Carolina students. As a communicator, she doesn't just build relationships with students, she builds community with families. Through newsletters, photos, parent participation, and simple acts of kindness, she brings everyone into the joy of learning. Her principal calls her work inspiring. Her mentor calls her the teacher others want to teach beside. A parent said, "She gave our daughter a magical year." It is now my pleasure, my absolute honor, to recognize from W.R. Odell Primary School and Cabarrus County Schools, Summer Espinoza.
wise words of my mother, she said, prepare something just in case, so I'm good to go. I just want to start and say I am absolutely honored to be standing here today and to be serving as NCCAT's Beginning Teacher of the Year. This award truly means the world to me. I want to start and say thank you to NCCAT for hosting this amazing professional development this week, and to my fellow finalists who are all amazing educators. North Carolina is so lucky to have you all. I next want to thank my family, who continues to support me in my dreams, and my parents, who have truly paved the path for me and made sure I had access to the best education, and provided a support system for me that has been crucial in my success. They have dove headfirst into everything I've wanted to do, whether it's becoming full-on University of Tennessee fans, go Vols, and to spending countless hours in my first classroom to help me set up. I really love you guys. I also want to thank my principal, Dr. Hell, for taking a chance on hiring me last year as a 23-year-old fresh out of college. You've given me so much trust and support to do what I know is best for kids, and I truly thank you for that. The next person, and she's going to cry, I want to thank is Ginger Hemrick. She's a huge reason as to why I'm here today. From the first day I met her, she made me feel so loved and valued. She instilled confidence in me that I needed to become a leader in my school. Lastly, I want to thank my students. They make every day in this profession worth it, and seeing their love for learning grow each day in my classroom is the reason I wanted to be a teacher, and I couldn't love them more. I know a big reason why I'm here today is because of the schools and the teachers that poured into me. As an educator, I strive to be that role model and that person for my students every day. Being a teacher is not easy. If it was easy, they wouldn't have to constantly remind us to remember our why. But what keeps us going through those hard days is the relationships we have built with our students, colleagues, and communities. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to all of you for adding to that list.
Welcome, NCCAT Beginning Teacher of the Year Steering Committee Chair, Jim Cosby.
Have you enjoyed it? Good. Tonight has been an exciting evening. I'd like to thank our audience, our signature sponsors, Burroughs Wellcome Fund, and our 27 finalists. It's my honor to serve as chair of NCCAT's Beginning Teacher of the Year Steering Committee. At this time, we ask finalists to please come on stage for photos. We ask that everyone else remain in your seats or in the lobby to give them a chance to get up here. Good night, and have a wonderful evening, and travel safely. Thank you.